In a quiet little town in Belgium, the epic battle for honor and glory is about to unfold. Zemst is once again the heart of Europe's biggest curling league. With 29 teams from 8 mighty nations, the competition is heating up on the coldest surface known to man. The stage is set for a historical new chapter. Watch the epic unfolding of the new season. Will the reigning champion dominate the series? Or will N19 rise up and revive old glory? Are the Tigers the dangerous outsiders? Or could it be the desperate housekeepers? We welcome hard sweeping power from the east, dazzling charm from the north, strategic battle plans from the south, and nerves of steel from the west. We're going to see devastating duck duels and rock-solid wisdom from Stone Good. We may not have Canada's heroic Homan, Matt's badass Stars and Stripes, or a Swedish Viking princess like Anna. But our league forges its own legends. Meet the magician, Peekaboo Caro, the little general, Gatling Gun Tom, the GOAT, Mustache Man, and don't forget the Walter. We'll express our uncensored opinion, celebrate only the very best of shots, and seduce you with our sweet voices. Because that is what we do. We simply love curling, and we are devoted to bring this exciting, roaring game out into the world.
What a play!
Good evening, curling fans. Welcome into the Sunday night broadcast here on Curdia TV of the Belgian Curling League. We've got a League B tilt going on for you tonight. I am John McClellan. I will be bringing this to you solo. Unfortunately, the bald Belgian broadcaster Pim van Vlaanderen is a bit busy this evening. He had something come up last minute, so it is just us. Tour, I see you in the chat there. Welcome. Glad to have you in here. I could have used you, but it was such a last-minute change in the booth that, well, these things happen. You know, you just got to roll with it, go with it live. It feels weird standing in front of the ice. Like I can't see what's going on back there, even though it's blurry. How is everybody doing this evening? Daniel, good to have you in. We've had quite a busy day of curling, a busy weekend of curling here in Zemst. We've had matches since Thursday evening. Takeout Tigers and Campina Ducks took part in the opening match of the round, League A, with Campina taking the victory 8-4. So far today, you know, we've had quite a few matches. Good to see everybody pulling in, dropping into the chat. I think they've got just a few more minutes of warm-up, then they'll do the LSDs, so you won't have to listen to me blabber on like this for very long. I am not prepared, very not prepared, but that's what else is new. Coming into Curdy, you know I'm never prepared for a stream. We had quite a few matches today so far. Takeout Tigers beat Equipe Vernot out of Viry, France. 8-6, that was the final score there. A very tight match, came down to the last stone. Fortunately, the Tigers were able to prevail, but definitely showed some flaws in our game that we're going to have to fix. But hey, a win's a win. 1-1 on the weekends. We're still looking pretty good. Good LSDs. Haven't played our way out into relegation yet. Let's see. Both of these teams tonight, the Otters, they used to be called the Schrumpkes. So they have changed their names. They decided, hey, there's all these other animals in the league. We want to be one too. And now they're the Otters. So it's Dagmar, Walter, Hessel, led by their skip Bart. They've played one match already today. They played one match today. They lost that was also a tight one, talking to Bart about it just when I came in here. A little bit, he missed a guard, allowed the other team to kind of make a raise, and yeah, they unfortunately lost that one at the end. Arctic Foxes, they've played Yekapyuk this morning. They won that game. They've got a new player with them this season, with this round, Mark Brass. He was formerly with N19, or was he Brewers Ducks? one of the Campina teams, but when those two teams merged, they had a bit of extra players. Kim and the Arctic Foxes needed somebody, so Mark's going to kind of help them out, training with getting ready for the Europeans, finishing up the playing this round of the season, so they have 4 instead of 3. So that'll be nice for them. But they got off to a good start this morning with a win over Yekapyuk. Yekapyuk took their second match they beat the Otters. They were the ones who beat the Otters. So they walked out of here with a 1-1 record on the day. They'll be back again in April. One of the quirks of scheduling in the Belgian League, where you have teams coming from all over Europe, it does make it difficult. You can't just have regular here this week. So they're getting 2 of their matches today, and then the rest of the next 4 are sometime in April. So it's always a fun thing. Mansurati, thank you for the support. Welcome into the chat. Love to have the support. It means a lot to us. Helps us pay the bills, put on the lights, and bring you more curling. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. Hope you guys are going to be in for a good match. I think this is going to come down quite well. I rate both of these teams fairly even. They in terms of skill and tenacity. So going to be a tough match. I probably would give the edge to the Arctic Foxes. Mark Brass is a very experienced player out of Scotland. Has played at the World Championships for the Senior World Championships for the men. So we're looking forward to. I think he might be the key, but he's throwing second stones for the Arctic Foxes, so it's still going to put a lot of pressure on Kim and Danielle. But I think they get things going. They have. Nope, still doing the last LSD. Why don't we tune in for that? We can see how that goes. While I get the camera sorted. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Daniel taking the Otters. Go for it's a tough one for me. I think I'm probably, I know Mark. I've seen him play. I know he's quite a good player. I think he can do quite a lot. He's going to add a good broom to the Foxes, just based on his skill. He's been around quite a while. I think he knows his way around the broom. This one looking pretty good. Sweeping this one to get down. We had very fast ice this morning, so we played the 10 a.m. session this morning. Ice was running quite fast. Decent amount of curl, but the curl comes very late and will stay. So you got to kind of really watch the lines. We had some paths that were faster than others. Oh, that's right. I'm glad you enjoyed the Shrimps match the other night. That was a fun one to do. I thought those guys were very well organized for a brand new team. They played quite quickly and, were ready to play. And they paid attention to the game, which doesn't always happen even with experienced players. So we were quite happy to have them on the stream. Nice to introduce curling to new fans of the sport. So let's see who gets the hammer. Don't forget to get your picks in. You can go to vote.curdia.tv. We just dropped the link in there. You can scan the QR code on the screen. You go and get your vote in. The poll will close at the completion of the 4th end, and then we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Daniel, Stefan was telling me this morning that he's trying to slow it down a little bit. He doesn't like how fast it is, but he said that's also a personal preference by him. So I'm like, I like the speed. I like it. It for me, it brings a little bit more. It's a little more of a challenge. All right, looks like the Otters have got the hammer, so I don't have to change anything on the scoreboard. Lisbeth will be starting things off for the Foxes. I'm trying to get Pim's stuff out of the way so I have a little more room to work with the cameras and all of that. So if I pause, it's generally because I can't do 2 things at once. Oh yeah, faster sliders on this would, if you're used to some thinner sliders and you come to this, this ice will be very crazy. All right, Lisbeth starting things off. They've got the right camera under control. Sweepers are just watching this one, so this feels like it's going to be a bit on the heavy side, going to come into the house. And what we saw this morning is like once it got to the house, it just kind of kept carrying, but this one seems to be nice, gets right in there. And I've got the skips mic'd up, so I just need to unmute them, and there we go.
Okay, lijst mooi. Yep, yep. 5. Ja,
Dagmar
nee.
starting things off for the
Wij halen
Den
die niet.
Otters, trying to go out to the corner, but this one seems to have broken out and is going to be light. If it gets over the hog, that is going to be way outside.
Okay.
Not very usable. Kim opting, going for a guard. They've got the nice stone over the top. Lisbeth are in the house already, so why not come over the top of it?
A little bit wide. This is the line. This is the line.
Sure, the juniors on sheet C are is Cubs 2. It's a new junior team that they put together. They had some extra one, or a lot more youth players wanting to play, so formed another team. I don't know any of them, honestly, because I'm never here during the junior days, or the junior sessions.
Clean. Yep. 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 Hard. Hard line. Hard.
I do know there is a young Canadian on the team, so he is, it forces them to speak English, which is interesting for the younger kids. Might be a little more tricky. That one crashes on the guards. I do need to correct something. Why the name change of Dunshupkas? Actually, Danny, I do not know. It was something I meant to ask them, but then once Pim informed me he wasn't able to make it in tonight, that I knew I just didn't have the time to get settled in and ask him. But I joked during the warm-up that it was because there were so many other animal teams in the league that they wanted to be an animal too.
Oh, needs a girl.
So we have the tigers, the foxes, the otters.
Ja, veeg maar dan. Veeg maar. Ja. Veeg hem er maar langs als je kunt. Veeg hem er maar langs als je kunt. Ja, nee, niet. Ja, stop. Ja, niet. Ja, sorry.
That one leaves a pocket.
Normal.
First hit of the night here in the match early on. Got that double pocket sitting in there. I don't know really if there's a pocket, but there is certainly a single there. If he's on the outside of it, he could get both of them out.
Hard. Hard.
Trying to keep this over. Oh, gets one, rolls off to the side.
9-9-0-9.
Not too bad. Gets rid of the one they could see. Shooter stays in the house, so that could cause some problems, forcing Kim
Mark,
looking at
do
drawing.
you want to take that one out? I don't know the ice. Liz? What's the weight? What weight are you going to throw? Okay.
Interesting call here. Without the hammer, going to play that red one out of the house. But that's what Mark feels comfortable with. Gives him a chance to learn the ice from inside to out on that side. Oh, this one's starting to break towards the out. Is that going to catch something? Catches it on the nose and stays biting. That's not a bad result there. Pretty good results.
Ja, het stil in. Ja. 39.
I agree, Daniel. It's not something you generally like to hear from your skip, but you know what? I think in the first end it's somewhat okay. First end and a shot out to the wings on with a takeout. That might be an acceptable time to hear that phrase.
Clean. Well, push.
But yeah, that is often a scary phrase to hear.
Push. Hard.
Trying to get this one to curl over.
Skip hem wel, maar ik denk dat...
It's gonna get the hit. Does get it to roll. Will Kim be able to sweep out the shooter? She does. Oh, that one stays biting in the back of the house, so not fully gone. That could, that's still scoring. They've got that yellow biting at the top or the front. They've got the yellow biting in the back. They've got the guard in the middle. Good setup for the Foxes right now.
Yep. It's tight. Line is tight. Yeah. Line. Hard line.
Really putting some
Hard line.
pressure on this broom, trying to get it around. That looks pretty good. Round the guard.
Yeah, all right. Okay, perfect.
Well,
nice.
that's perfect. Great stone from Danielle. Ooh. Unfortunately, just peeks out the other side. So a little bit more room to go at it. Hessel will be throwing hack weight at it. Daniel, we do a lot of checking with the ice going outside in, not inside out. So that's generally like a line that stone there that they threw. Yeah, I don't know that we would have done that or known that line anyway. But they got it perfect. Nice nose hit on it. So
clean.
Going hack weight with this one, just needing it to get around the guards.
Push.
Now trying to get it to curl over.
Hard. That's point.
And that is beautiful right there on the nose.
Hetzelfde, Danielle. Hetzelfde.
Yeah, when we do like inside the outs, we always go from the middle towards the outside, like so center line to the outside. We actually don't really stray that far off of that center line when we do it. But everybody's got their routine. With 9 minutes, it's hard to cover every possible line.
Needs to curl a lot. Needs to curl a lot. Oh.
Mark trying to curl this over. Will he get it on there?
Not gonna hit it. It's not gonna hit it.
Oh, just slides it by.
Yeah. Okay.
So a break for the Otters. We've got that guard in the middle. They've got stone sitting shot, half covered or almost covered.
Nice, okay. Okay. Nog iets. Oké, dat is wel heavy.
Yeah, Mark's definitely putting some effort in on that broom.
Wouter, come on.
This one coming in heavy. Not going to quite curl over enough, but they can chip that one. That shot stone fully buried.
Ja, ik probeer aan de binnenkant te raken of zo. Als ik aan de binnenkant raak en van naar binnen rol, niet te vol denk ik. Hè?
So Kim's talking about coming in if they get a full one here. Yeah, there's a double. It could also a little bit thicker, could still come over the top. So they've got options here.
think the double is very risky, so I'm gonna just try to hit on the inside and make a roll.
And yeah, Tur, is it Mark with the C or Mark with the K? I've seen it written both ways. I think I have it on the scoreboard as with a K, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's wrong. No call for sweep yet. This is going to be on the outside. It's going to roll away, but gets rid of it. So that was the primary target.
Ja, wel 4 tot 8 is oké. Ik wil het liefst 4 voet liggen, want dan kunnen ze ook niet zo makkelijk kiezen.
If WhatsApp says with the C, then it's probably with the C.
Maar het marge is op zich iets hoog.
We had it both ways in our player database, and I corrected it to K, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it is a C. You know what? I'll put it as a C on the scoreboard, just because I can. And then we'll find out. Oh, what the heck? We are not there. Needs to curl over. Weight's looking really good. Freeze is going to be absolutely fantastic. A little bit of a tap. You see just a little bit of separation there. But I think that high guard is going to kind of prevent really being able to do anything with it. So my guess, if I'm them, I'm trying to draw in here. Yep. Danielle confirmed. Thank you, Danielle. Need the button with this one to try to take away some of the scoring. Lisbeth trying to push this one over, trying to get it to curl into that pocket. Will it get there? Just a tad heavy. Does hit the one on the back, but it's not going to settle down in time and sits down for third shot.
Nee, gewoon draw. Als die hard is, dan kunnen we dat nog gaan. Ja.
Good evening, Ruben. Welcome into the broadcast. Picking the foxes, staying local. I get that. All right, Bart with the Hammerstone here in end number 1. Drawing for 3.
Ja, zeker. Dat ga je maken.
Already sitting 2.
Denk ik.
This one curl over. Just needs to be better than the yellow one in the back. Trying to sweep that one down as it comes in, and there it is. So that is a steal, or not a steal. That is 3 for Dunschopkes. Absolutely fantastic hammer efficiency. So good start for them. Just unfortunate for the Foxes. Didn't play a bad match, or a bad end. Just kind of got unlucky with one of those rolls that rolled out instead of in. Still early days, but you got to think for the Otters, they are going to be very happy with that start. For those of you who voted for the Otters as well. Currently, we have 67% of the vote is going for den Otters.
Alleen lengte. Liefst op 4.
Let's get the right camera under
Is
control.
hij echt zacht? Oké, doe maar 3 dan. Zeg oké. Ja, hij is erin. Ja, ga maar. Ga maar. Yep. Ja. Yep.
This one coming in, gonna settle in right above the tee in the house.
Oké, nou, prima.
Wanted that as a guard. Now, technically, I think that should be it's probably going to be a 0 score. I don't know how strict I'm going to be on some of the shot scoring. Maybe I should get Frank in here, but he's got to watch the juniors. This one really starting to curl off that center line. Feels a little bit light.
Yeah.
Gonna settle in a little high, a little wide. Well, depth isn't so bad, but that is a little bit wider than you'd like it. You really would want something kind of more in the middle over here. Yes, Ruben, I am flying solo tonight. Pim unfortunately had something come up at the last moment that he needed to take care of. Nothing serious, but he just wasn't able to come in, so flying solo. So the broadcast, you're just going to be hearing my super sultry, sexy voice tonight. This one looking much better line. Sweeper's working on this one though, wanting to get down.
Guard. No, guard. Just. Yeah, okay.
And that one is going to stop perfectly. That one is nice. Kim saying thank you to the sweepers. They did a good job there getting it down. That might be slight bit tight to the house, maybe a little bit like a stone or two higher up, and maybe like 1 stone out to the side would be an ideal corner guard, but this is still at a pretty good spot. I can't really fault Liesbeth for that stone. Not going to take anything away from her.
Oké, 2-3 is oké. Oké, hard aan. Moet echt nog veel curlen wel. Dagmar. Mag beide pushen?
Dagmar trying with the bunny hop to push that over.
Hij snijdt er wel ietsje bij, maar...
Unfortunately, that one was light. Does not have enough energy to get it down there far enough to curl over, so that shot stone sitting well exposed. Kim saying, let's go after this. Straight away with the call for sweep. This will get around the guard, but will it have enough to hit that shot? I don't think, but it does get the one in the back, so not a complete disaster. just curled a little bit much. I mean, that's the one thing we're seeing with the ice is that even on takeouts, there's quite a bit of movement, especially around that center line. So that was one just needed a little bit more ice. Maybe came out of his hand a little bit tight as well.
B. Yep. Yep, line. Yep. Yep. Hard for the chip. Hard.
Oh, this one curling over a lot. You see it hits it and slows down and then just curls it over. And unfortunately, that one crashes on top of the guard.
Ja, ik moet meer ijs hebben.
Leaves that shot exposed. Straight onto the sweep.
Ja, hard, 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 hard. Ja, die stoppen!
Sometimes you have to remind the sweepers, yeah, don't stop. Good hit there. Gets rid of it. Now, those two corner guards sitting up high for the Otters, something to get behind, but it doesn't help them that much. They want to kind of get the center closed off or get something.
Ik weet niet of hij hem haalt. Doe maar dit.
Nope, changing his mind, going for a draw in behind the guard, those guards. They've got that yellow shot sitting in the back there. Yellowstone sitting as shot in the back there. That's what I'm trying to say. You can use that as backing.
Ja, hij moet nog. Oké. Push maar.
Plenty of room around the guard. Wanting this to curl even more.
All right.
And that freezes back, chips it, doesn't quite get it out. Unfortunately, it kind of exposed a little bit now. So that is something that the Foxes can go after. But it's behind the tee line. What is it? Does it make sense to go after it?
Our hack.
And you can see from the top that yellow didn't get out of the house. So...
Hack weight.
Yeah, gonna go for hack weight on this one.
Yeah, I know, but
Kim's not super confident with this shot. Not confident with calling this shot. However, I think it's a good call.
oh. Yep.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
one
hard.
really
hard,
tight to that center line.
hard,
Needs to come
hard,
around.
Hard, two sweepers. Hard, two sweepers.
Around the guard, but is it going to be too much? It's going to curl just too much. Oh, and it takes that one out of the back as well. That's unfortunate. Maybe just not enough weight on that one to hold the line. Sweepers did what they could.
He is okay.
Tesla going
Okay,
with the
Charles
guard
Boyd.
here. I want to cover up that red shot stone.
12 perfect. Gewoon net half 12 is ideaal. Oké, liefst erin hè. Liefst erin.
He wants this one in. Want it
Highlight
better than what's there. That one's coming okay, but it's
mooi.
going to
Klasse.
be Curls over enough. Okay. I mean, it's not fully covering that one in the back, but it's going to make it hard to get after that. So I think we can mark that a good stone. It does cover things up in the middle. Getting a takeout on that stone in the back is going to be difficult. It would need some a much higher pace than that last stone from Danielle. So going with a takeout here, trying to get rid of that one in the middle. Hoping to get a better look at the one in the back, the shot stone.
Go. 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 Yeah.
Mark holding this one hard. There, it gets the hit, jams it over, or shooter stays.
Gewoon dit garden zien. Ja, het is dat of door dit paardje heen de draw, maar ik denk dat het nog niet waard is. Ik denk bij dit,
Yeah, Bart and Wouter talking about what the possibilities are. There's a possible draw through those two yellows, but that's gonna be a tricky one. Might be better off covering up that yellow because to take away any kind of run back for the Foxes.
Ik denk de guard daar. Nee, dat is te risky, denk ik. Ze heeft ook niet zo slim. Denk gewoon. Zij moeten iets. Ze kunnen nog een of andere tap spelen of zo.
I mean, that's a possibility too, but you run the risk of jamming, and then if the shooter doesn't stay where it needs to. So I think they're going with the draw. This guard, it just makes that run back harder.
That is okay.
This one on the lighter side. Are they going to be able to get that one over to where it needs to go? Yep, that's perfect. That's perfect. They don't need to cover up the whole thing because now they just can't run it. That's the side they needed exposed to run it back.
Of ik moet die guard toch wegspelen eerst, hè? In een ideale wereld speel ik hem naar daar. Maar hij moet weg, hè?
Yeah, not an easy choice for the Foxes.
Als ik hem hier raak, nee, dan ga ik met een gele. Hier moet ik hem raken. Ik hem hier raken, hè?
They might be. I think she's talking about a double run. So running the red onto the yellow onto the red.
I want to clear the guard, but I think I'm going to try to race it. If I can race it on the yellow one. I'm going to take out, race the red one to the yellow. I know, but that's difficult. I think I will get the red one out the back. It might not work, but yeah.
Mark does not appear convinced with this. But
first goal is to clear the center.
Yeah, that's got to be job number one.
I'm not sure if I can get the yellow one in the right angle. Nee.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of options on this though, but I honestly don't know what I would do either.
Yep.
They do have another stone after this, so if they can at least get it cleared. And she does get the hit and clears it off, so it's what they wanted. Now let's see what, I mean, for me, the decision is
wat we nog kunnen doen is deze draw hierheen.
Easy for the Otters. Just
of gewoon die guard terugleggen.
Yeah, just cover this up.
zich is dat prima. Hij is niet heel makkelijk per se. En ze hebben misschien de 2 als dat is best lastig. En risicovol. Ik denk gewoon die guard terugleggen. Op zich ben ik best blij. Als hij zeg maar hier ligt, is best
Yeah,
goed.
I mean, you do have the option here. I mean, they're just trying to prevent foxes from scoring big, and the foxes can't. So if they can take away anything, they can steal. Like, foxes basically have to draw to the forefoot on this, whatever they get. So
that's een tap voor 1. Ja, eigenlijk precies dezelfde positie.
Dagmar indicating it's heavy.
Yep. Oh.
They don't want to sweep this. Let it die. They don't want it to tap that yellow one any further.
The freeze.
Little deep on that one. Just, it's, oops.
Nee, nou, het is een laatste steen, het is naar binnen tikken. Denk je voor welke lengte kan het zijn?
Now, they've got a couple of options. Yeah, they can come.
2,9 of zo.
Actually, let's pop over to, yeah, they've got this. They can tap this one in.
2.9?
Either this would also work as long as they're not too heavy.
Yeah, I need to put it in for
Difficult shot for Kim, trying to get one with her hammer. It's been a pretty dominating end from Den Otters. Have been able to control everything. They're sitting one with a possible steal. Not a whole lot of options for Kim here on the hammer stone. Trying to get this one to curl over. Here's the hit, and oh, it comes rolling back, and that's going to jam on the red one back there. So great stone from Kim, fantastic. Gets the one. Oops, sorry, I clicked that too soon. One for sure. Absolutely.
Plan B dat ik in mijn hoofd had, is oké.
As Kim said, that's plan B. So one for sure from the Foxes, possibly two. I didn't see how far that red one got tapped back, but they scored on their hammer, get on the scoreboard, try to make some things up. So over on sheet C, you have Cubs 2 going against Team 2800. And Team 2800 leads that match 2-0 in the second, but they are just about to throw their last stone. And I can't tell, but I think it went through, and 2800 is lying 2. Maybe they stole 2 there. Back here on our sheet, Lisbeth going to start things off for Arctic Foxes. And I just confirmed from the scoreboard that they are... Oops.
Need to go.
They did score 2.
Girl, hard. Come on, over.
Oh no, not the way you want to start the end. Lisbeth coming up light and hogging the lead stone. So the world is Dagmar's
okay?
oyster. She can do whatever
Okay,
she
make
needs to
sure.
do. I'm gonna draw this over to the wings.
I'll do this.
Ooh, this one also
Okay. Huh?
also hogging this one. That's a curious case of the yips from the leads.
We doen maar eerlijk.
So we start things over with seven stones each instead of 8. We'll play a short stoned end. Sweepers like this one a whole lot more, but this one feels maybe too heavy. This one gonna come into the house. It does, and
Okay.
we'll settle in right on top of the pin. Kim having a slight manic moment.
Hard! Hard!
Going for the hit. Hessel putting the broom down hard. Wanting to carry this one. Hold it straight to get that shot. There it goes. Gets the roll.
Right.
Hits, rolls over, sits in the 4th. In the 8 foot, excuse me, not the 4 foot.
You wanna hit it? Why? Waarom?
Yeah. Mark wants to hit. Kim questioning why. But they're going to play the hit. Keep it clean.
Oh. Yep. Line.
Trying to hold the line on this one. Really trying to sweep it. Calling for the line hard. Gets the hit and will settle in back 12. Nice hit. Nice hit there for Mark. Exactly what they wanted to see. And, you know, honestly, Kim asking why, but the hitting game benefits them. A hitting end benefits them. It's like if the Otters are throwing hits and losing their shooter or only not building anything up, they're not going to be able to score a big house.
Yep. Hard. Hard, Hessel, hard.
This one looks to be all right, but
Okay,
it is going to
goed.
roll out.
10-1.
So that, Kim, is why Mark wanted to throw a hit.
Vier, 5.
A little confirmation of what Mark's confirming, what he needs to throw, what they're looking for.
Een beetje naar buiten. In thuis, hè? Get it in.
Needs to be there.
3, hè?
Weight looks good. It looks like it's in the house, just going
Nee,
for a
vegen.
clean.
Moet erin. Vegen. Hard. Ja, je moet erin.
Wants it in, but the girls gave up on it a little bit. Maybe needed just a little bit more. So just gonna knock it away.
Okay. Clean. Clean hem er wel gewoon uit. Yep.
This is going to clear it off, and
Great.
away it goes, and we're back to a clear house again, or a clear sheet again.
3-15.
Als we nou weer flink tegen het neemt, gaan sticky with it.
Right now, this setup is good for the Foxes. Nothing in the house, nothing to worry about. Very difficult for the Otters to have a big end, so Sweeper's on it straight away. Mark gonna try to make sure this one gets all the way down.
Where is it? Hij moet... Go, come on. Hop.
And that one also light. Not what they wanted to do. They need to get stones in the house, or they want to get stones in the house. Oops. Bart is talking. I just forgot to unmute him. Going to go with the hit here. Clean it. Keep the guards clean. Yeah, I was just thinking about that too, Daniel. They could be playing for a blank, which would put the hammer on their ends, on the even ends. But there's the mistake. Jams it, gets rid of it, but shooter stays. Leaves a guard for Kim and the Foxes. So yeah, Kim taking advantage of it. Gonna want to take advantage of it. Draw in behind. So now this setup is more ideal for the Foxes. You're right. Ooh.
Yep. Line is crap. Line is tight. It's tight. It's tight. It's tight. Line. Hard line.
Mark is doing what he can. It's good. Now, will that be too heavy? How far is that going to go into the house? Bart trying to drag it as far as he can.
Sorry.
Still relatively behind cover, so...
Vertrouwde het niet goed.
Bart wasting no time, saying, let's just clear off this guard.
Nou, we zitten op die gele.
It's wide, but it is going to catch the yellow in the back, so that also works. Not exactly what they wanted, but it still leaves that guard there for the Foxes, so... Did I just say you were right, Daniel? No, I think there was some static or something in the transmission. Maybe check your internet connection.
Danielle,
There's no way I would say anything like that.
How much was that? Yeah. Okay.
Straight away with the sweep. Needs to get down there. I don't think they like the weight. Looks a bit on the lighter side. Are they going to be able to drag this one into the house? Makes it into the house, but it just well wide. Not covered. But does a hit
Mine curl
help?
like half.
Does a hit benefit Den Otters here? I guess they're gonna try to roll this one over underneath.
Control, roll naar die kant toe.
Yeah, try to roll it underneath the cover, underneath the guard.
Ja, haal hem weg dan.
Feels a bit wide with that weight.
Hessel, haal hem weg dan.
Oh, he touched it. Burned stone. Unfortunate.
Zou durven guard leggen of er rond of erachter? Ja.
Well, Suna, I don't know why this is showing up on your feed other than we're curling, but welcome from Belgium. Glad to have you in.
Should I guard it or should I come around?
We've got an international matchup here. Belgium, the Arctic Foxes from Belgium against Den Otters from the Netherlands. It's the Belgian Curling League, but we have teams from all over, like northwestern Europe.
Okay,
so
step back then. So you wouldn't. No, I wanted to guard it. Ja. Danielle, ga proberen door te tikken. Yeah,
okay,
I'm gonna go for the tap.
Gonna try to play the tap.
Yeah.
I don't hate this call if it over curls.
Yeah.
If it over curls, they could maybe split and get something, 2 stones in the house, which would make it more difficult for but
Dat is toch minder dan een pas, hè?
all right, wanting less ice. And now a little bit more adjustments to the ice. Just a slight little tap, keeps the guard, keeps everything in place.
Oh, yeah. Line.
Make sure this one holds the line. Not going to be able there. That's going to get that chip. And Kim's going to block it off. So you get the split. And there they go. They get the one behind the guard. Now, granted, they just have an open hit, but this is going to force Den Otters to 1 instead of playing for the blank. So good stone there from Kim. Really good call. I think Mark had a little bit of influence on that one.
Okay. Those.
Yeah, Foxes Kim's going to have to be proud of that. Pleased with that result. Oh, I forgot to set the cameras up. Okay, there we go. Trying to curl this one over. Can't afford the rollout. No, this is going to be right on the nose. Up and coming. There you go, Ruben. You got there. All right, so that is 1 for Den Otters. That's going to give them the 4-2 lead. Heading into end number 4. Now, don't forget, at the conclusion of this end, the voting closes. So get your votes in. Go to vote.curdia.tv. Pick your favorite. Cast your result for your match results. Earn points and bragging rights. Maybe someday we'll get prizes going on in this too. But for now, we're still testing the system out. So mostly it's just bragging rights. Right, so Dagmar will be starting things off for the Otters here in end number 4.
Ja, 3 is prima.
They lead Arctic Foxes 4-2.
Push hem iets. Push hem. Wouter. Hou wel voor. Hou wel voor.
What's going on with the camera? This one coming into the house. There we go.
Zeg dan ook goed waar die is, man.
Kaart!
Yes, Daniel, I know you will brag. Going for a corner guard here. Trying to play the classic box setup.
Where is it? It's a curl. Get it in
This
on the
one's
side.
heavy. This
Oh.
is on the in the house. Don't need to sweep this. Got to be careful this doesn't go all the way through.
Oh.
And unfortunately, this one's just a little bit heavy. Bart's going to try to sweep this one, and he gets it just out the back of the house, not quite over the back line. No chatter from the
Jim?
Oh, there he is. This helps if I unmuted it. Thought he was being awfully quiet for that stone. Trying to get this one
Push him.
over the
Wait.
hog. Trying to get it to curl over, at least get a little bit in front of that shot stone.
Okay.
And just the slightest bit of Swedish curl at the end, it does. But still have the option for a hack weight, and that is exactly what Kim is looking at. Yellow sitting behind the house, still biting the back line, but is not in play, or not scoring.
Yep. Ja! 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 Hard! Hard! Ja! Ja, 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 ja! Ja, ja! Hard, hard blijven
Gets
vegen!
around, and right there on the nose. Not really sure why Kim was in such a panic there. That looked plenty wide. This one also sitting exposed, so you heard Bart just going for hack weight here.
Clean.
Nice even release there from Wouter. Oops, got a little ahead of that. Now needing to push it over. Hessel getting all of that weight on the broom. Trying to drag it over the side. It's going to just sneak past, and unfortunately that's going to go out the back. Good attempt, just a little bit wide on the execution. Him going for the split house here, so to draw something around to the outside, out to the wings.
Push, push, push! Curl!
Wants this one to curl as much as they can.
Yeah, 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 yeah!
Starting to go,
Curl, curl, curl!
but
Ankle,
was it too
ankle
wide?
Curl, ankle curl! Curl, curl, curl! Curl, curl! Okay.
Want to get that
Oh,
separation,
okay,
prevent a
Perfect.
hit and roll. Now, Kim's definition of perfect, They would like that a little bit wider, but I think it still suits the purpose. Good sweep from Danielle to try to get that to curl over, try to create that separation.
Push.
But still a little bit too close to the button that they're going to try to hit and roll over.
All night.
Oh, this one hits on the outside. It's going to roll out to the
Zet
edge.
naar buiten toe. Ik denk dat het bij die vorige ook al.
Now that's an ideal stone for Arctic foxes. Just go for the simple nose hit, then you're leaving something out on the wing, kind of keep the house split, forcing Den Otters to keep playing the hitting game.
Oh. Ja! 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 Hard, 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 hard,
All
hard.
looks
Okay,
okay.
fine.
Will that shoot out? Bart gonna try to sweep this out the back. Yeah, just over curled a little bit, and that one goes out the back. So just the one. Just the one
Hackweight.
stone going for a hack weight here.
Ja.
Not sure if you hear it in the background, but parents of the juniors cheering for a good shot over there. Unfortunately, I couldn't see what it was, but moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas are happy, so
Oké.
must be a good shot.
Wouter.
This one quite wide. Walter needing to push this over. I think he's going to get it just fine. That's going to hit. Will it have enough weight behind it to push it out of the house? Bart trying to make sure it does get out, but no, that stays biting.
11, 12.
Just a little on the light side. Shooter rolled out into the open, so Kim going with another hit here. Just get rid of it.
Oh, 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 oh.
This feels wide. Kim kind of hoping this comes back. Yeah, leaning, doing what she can. It does get it. Does it going to stay biting the house? Ooh, that's close. That is close. Can't quite tell if that's in from this angle or from this angle. I think it might be out.
Yep. Hard.
Going for the hit on this
Hard.
last remaining yellow. Are they going to be able to hold this one in place, in line? No, that's going to over curl. Over curls, doesn't get it, so another opportunity for the Foxes to put something out wide. Really try to set up a big end here. More cheering from the moms, dads, and grandparents. Just had a peek. It was a nice freeze to shot, so good job from the Cubs too. Danielle going for the draw. Use that center guard.
Girl! It's a girl!
Well
Is
wide.
het snelheid? Is het snel? Ja, niet
This
te
is
veel
too
harder.
fast.
Het is veel harder.
Yeah, way too fast. This is going to go all the way through. Oh. Danielle, disappointed with herself on that one. That's whole house. That could have gone anywhere. Obviously, they wanted that behind the guard, but anywhere in the house would have been ideal. Just unfortunate, a little bit heavy.
Ja, maar dat is wel minder marge. Gooi hem onder. Oké, nozen. Play him normal.
You want to nose hit this. They want the shooter to stay there on the side of the house. Although, I don't know, wouldn't a curl, maybe a draw behind the guard might be a little bit better, but they're playing the hit. It's going to just try to take away something. Oh, this feels wide. Trying to get Dagmar on to sweep. That does come back onto the nose and will stay biting. So they got the shot that they wanted. However, that doesn't really do that much for him since those two other yellows aren't biting the house. They're not doing anything, so I think a draw in that situation would have been better. Try to get behind the guard, but
let's wait. Line.
this one coming down. Is that going to be around that guard? Needs to get around that guard first and foremost.
Come on!
There it is.
No.
That's going to come in nicely. That's going to get in and sits down behind. Great stone. That was a great team stone right there. Sweepers did their job. Got everything going.
Ik weet alleen niet hoeveel die hier curl aan deze kant.
Daniel's saying he loves the bite. It might force the foxes. Yes. If that center guard wasn't there, I don't know. I think, I mean, obviously they didn't want it to be out. They wanted to be a little bit further in, but if they're not shot, if the Otters aren't shot here. Yeah, I think they might be looking at it.
Ik denk gewoon de hack.
Yep. It's going to play hack. Going to try to go after it.
Doe toch maar de draw, Wouter. De draw, ja. Yep.
I like this better. If they can get this behind the yellow in the shot position, it's going to be very difficult for Foxes to score.
You.
This one is quite wide. That's needs to curl over to get buried.
Push him hard. Push him.
Trying to push it over, get it buried. Unfortunately, that one is sitting out and exposed.
Rustig take-out, hè? Gewoon rustig take-out. Maar wat meer is, het valt heel hard over het midden. Het valt heel hard over het midden.
Yep. Going for the hit here, just simple control weight, nothing too heavy. Just needs to stay in the rings. They score 2. and tie this match up at the halfway point.
10 seconds takeout. 10 seconds takeout. Yeah, that's why I'm trying at 10 seconds, because I think I know the ice. I don't know the ice for hack weight for me, so just.
You've got to stay Sterling the bechamel, Ruben. But I'm glad it's holding your interest, keeping you excited on it. They've been going back and forth. Some good shots here, good shot making from both teams. Needs to be out. Trying to push this over. This is going to be. It's going to take it out, but will it stay in? There's the yellow jammer. It doesn't jam, so unfortunate for the Foxes, but they only score one. And that concludes the voting. We've got a tight match going on here. Otters versus Foxes. Otters leading 4-3 after 4. Both teams have been putting together some pretty calm, relaxed shots, not really trying anything, getting themselves too deep into trouble. Couple of misses here and there, but I'd say both teams are right about where they want to be. Foxes have the advantage of the hammer in the even ends. When we come back from the break, they're going to take a couple minutes. Mark coming in to warm up his old bones. Let's see if we can't take a look at what's going on over on sheets. We've got some scores going on over there. So over on sheet C, you can see Team 2800 leading 6-0 over Cubs 2 after, or they're in the 4th end. Let's see if we can't get a good shot of the house. So Cubs 2, Lying 2, and they are about to throw their hammer, so chance to get to 3 here. There is no thinking clock outside of League A, so these teams have all the time in the world, and sometimes they take it. They're having a discussion about what to do. We can look, while they're talking, we can look to see what's going on over on sheet A. Got Ramstein. I'm not 100% sure who they're going against, but they got their hammer going here. Let's follow this one down. Hammerstone here in the 4th over on sheet A. That's Ramstein just playing like a training match. Okay, that's not a real match. I didn't think there were 3 matches going on tonight. Let's see, we got time to cover this one. Final stone here for Cubs 2 and the 4th end. They're already sitting 2. Just need this anywhere in the house. And gets around their guard. Just needs to settle down. A little bit tight, trying to sweep this one out the back, but nope, that's going to settle in, and that's going to be a big 3 house for the Cubs 2. They get back into this one as they head into the break. Meanwhile here, we're getting ready to start end number 5.
Maar kijk, we maken er toch een spannende wedstrijd van.
Tur telling me to tell Mark to say hello. Oh, I didn't see it when he rocked by because I started doing the cameras. And Skibbity Bop, greetings from Zemps. Welcome in. Oh, Andy, I'm sorry to hear you burned your toast. Hopefully it's salvageable. Toast you should be able to scrape off, so maybe it's possible. Maybe it's salvageable. All right. Lisbeth, we're starting things off for the Arctic Foxes here in end number 5. Then Otters lead 4-3. They were able to force Foxes to 1. Or more really that the Foxes weren't able to capture or take advantage of their hammer. There we go. Ooh. No, the Cubs too, they're actually playing a match. They're playing against Team 2800. So this is their first, I believe it's their first ever match.
Go, 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 go. It's like every time, just ever on it.
Oh, it just stayed off the center line. Thought they managed to get that over, but closer inspection says no.
Ja, hij zegt heel zacht.
This feels light and a little bit tight, so they're going to try to
corner guard.
push over to the corner. They wanted to come around and be on the center, but this is going to tap that yellow one.
Gelukkig was het geen centerline.
Yeah. And as we heard Bart say, good thing that yellow wasn't on the center line. Otherwise, the center line rule comes into play, and that stone would have been taken out and everything put back, and it's a mess. Now, Danielle and Mark seem to want this one to be, it seems like it's light, so trying to get this one around. Yeah, it was quite wide. Will that get over? This one coming up short and wide. Another little guard.
Clean. Yep, line.
Oh, sure, Ruben. I'll keep you guys up to. I'll keep you up to date on the score. Oh, they started out without me. Trying to get this one there, get it around. Plenty of space around the guard. That's the word I'm looking for.
Push him.
Now trying to curl it over.
Okay. Mooi bal.
Very good stone from Dagmar there. I think I'll.
Can you get it with a hack weight?
Yeah, you could see half of it. So it's possible. I mean, if it's tight, then it takes out the center. It moves the center guard, which is also okay. Straight away, calling for the sweep. One is plenty wide of the guard, but is that going to have enough to get back there? It does. And has enough juice to push it out. And shooter stays a little bit of a Swedish curl, but I don't know if that came back in. Possibly, they're looking at it. No indication as of yet, though. Then again, not that there will be much indication.
Okay. Klaar? Oké. Zeg maar wat je kan. Hij leidt wat hard.
quite wide.
Oh, I have a pickup.
Oh, picked something there.
Okay.
And that is a huge break for Den
Ah,
Otters.
oké. Ja, ik dacht al, die viel in één keer zo willen.
Yeah, suddenly picked something up and turned it to the left and ended up in the right spot. That was going to be wide. Yeah, they can see there's a indicating something. Yeah, honestly, Daniel, that was, I mean, if I hadn't seen it, I would have questioned, did she, you know, did the sweepers like tap it with the broom? Did they burn it with the broom? But no, that was just a lucky break. Kim looking at options here. There is a gap up the middle. Not a big one. Going to play a peel.
Eight. What? 10 seconds.
Yeah,
But it's gonna curl too much. It's gonna curl. It needs to get straight.
Well, Mark wanting to throw a 10-second, Kim wanting to throw an 8. I can give it a little bit more. That gap is not very big. I think Kim is right to think that it's going to curl so much. Asking for a little bit more.
Land.
Hard on the sweep. This felt like it was a little bit inside.
Yeah.
Oh, but he gets it. That is beautiful. Right through the gap. Shot stays just biting the house. That is 4 out of 4. Perfect stone from Mark. I just hope I got the angle, an angle of that. Just fantastic. Good call to put the stone, the broom out just a little bit wider.
Clean. Ja, alleen lengte, lijn is best mooi. Make sure, hard line, hard line. Hard. Yeah,
This one just coming down, and that is going to tick off the red guard. Kind of just leaves an opening there. Got the gap right there for Danielle to try to draw this through. Tons of guards up in the middle. Foxes have a biter. Well, they have one in the house and one possible biter. So looking good for the Foxes here right now. Mark's straight ahead into the sweep. Needs to curl though. This one's a little bit outside. And that is going to chip off of it and kind of push, basically just pushes the gap a little farther to the outside. Now Hessel's turn to get through that gap. Hessel indicating this one might be wide. Yep, that's going to catch that guard out on the side.
Facing our door. Yep.
Don't get up on that. That will push it just far enough into the house, so they'll be sitting shot and, oh, frozen up against that biter there. So that was a pretty lucky result, but works in their favor. And now, what does Kim do here?
For the draw. You have to.
Yeah, it has to get through that gap there. I think there's plenty of room. But they've been struggling with the line. Both teams still haven't quite found that right line there.
Okay, wait, that way. Okay.
This one is tight.
Wait.
Will that one have enough juice to push it in? No, actually it chips on the other.
Huh? Oh my.
If you wanted to, you never would have hit. You would have never hit the angle for the corner freeze. Yeah, that's true. This one going to get rid of that yellow off to the side. Ooh, they wanted to sit that one, but that still works.
Kan natuurlijk geen doortikken. I think I'm gonna have to try to promote one. No?
They have stones too. They have room around the outside.
Like on this, just to drop.
They really do have. They have room around here.
I can.
But I think otherwise, I mean, I guess there's still an angle for this one to come through. That one to come through.
Okay.
All right, they're going to try a draw. If I understood what Kim said correctly, they want to try a draw on this
Mark,
one.
If I don't want to scoot, wouldn't it be better to hit hard on the red mark? Yeah, but then he can score one, but I don't. Yeah, I don't want them to score two. It's not a difficult. It's not an easy. But it's enough ice. Yeah. Be careful. It's a path that we don't know. So please, maybe. Okay, because it's a new path. It's still a slow path. Because we haven't played on it a lot.
Bit of a risk here, trying to go way outside.
Line.
Kim indicating she doesn't know the line out here, or this path, or the weight, so. It is around. Is it going to have enough to get the shot?
Go!
That is a gorgeous stone from Kim. Stops above the tee line. That is a 4 out of 4. You cannot put that any better. Just. Yeah. Well covered. Better than that red out there. There's not a whole lot of options for Den Otters here.
denk die tappen. Ja. Zoiets.
You know, Bart can do kind of the same thing, what he's looking at. Come draw
Ik
around.
denk dat dat best close is.
Draw around the outside. Or I guess got to be closer, get to there. It's not particularly easy though.
Oké, ja, tap op die rode.
Oh, yeah, so they're going to go with a tap here on this red. They'll want to finish it. Can't quite see it, it's just over here, but they'll want it to come and finish better than that yellow one.
Ja, hij raakt hem bijna nood. Heel ver van. Ja, back A, back C.
Not an easy situation here for either team, but Foxes right now have the upper hand.
Yep.
Gets the hit. Now they got to make sure it has enough weight. Is that going to come all the way in deep enough? And that looks really, really good. What a response from Bart. Gets that tap through.
Bart, verdomme!
Yeah, Kim's not happy. I'll have to remind Kim that that's a swear jar. But that was absolutely beautiful stone from Bart. You can't do any better than that. Now Kim is going to have to try something here. From what I see here, they're going to try to run this yellow back that Danielle's standing next to, run it straight back onto there.
Run back. I'm gonna throw 9 seconds. Because I need it to be straight. What about the eyes? Nee, denk zo! Is that not too much? Is it gonna curve?
I think that's plenty of ice. I don't think that's too much. I think this should be all right. She's got to make sure she gets the release, gets the line.
Oh!
That is going through. Does she follow it up? Oh, she did! And it jams over there and freezes. That's absolutely perfect. There's not much more she could have done there. Right back in your face, Bart. Out counts the yellow, takes out the red shot, or out counts the red on the side. Bart's going to have to do the same shot again. He still has a little bit of an opportunity here, but that was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful from Kim there. That had to have been a little bit of a hit to Bart, thinking, oh, we just made the perfect shot, and then Kim comes right back on top of it. Let's see what Bart can do here. He's basically throwing the same thing he just threw. There's the tap. Now it doesn't have the juice on the line. Unfortunately, that's going to start curling out the other way. And I believe, yep, that is going to be a steal of 1 for the Foxes. What an end. Way to finish that one. That was something there. Both Kim and Bart played some fantastic stones, and you know, Bart even gave that last one a run just a little bit, maybe half a centimeter too far inside, and just not enough weight to get that one to go where it needed to. But that's got to be a big confidence boost to Kim and the Arctic Foxes. Struggling a little bit early in that end, but able to get something magical going at the big hit. A steal of 1 to tie things up. Lisbeth will be starting things off for the Foxes here in the 6th. 3 more ends to play. Hopefully we'll get to see all 3. You know, after this end they can shake hands, but the way it's going now, I think it's gonna be a nail biter down to the final stone. Glad you all can join me this evening, this fine Sunday evening here from Zemst, Belgium. Wherever you are in the world, we're glad to have you.
Where is it?
I have the wrong camera under control.
Kom nog curlen. Curl,
There we
curl,
go.
curl. Please get on the center line if possible. No.
No, this
It's
one
gonna be in.
it's too heavy.
gonna be
That's
in.
going to
Oh,
come
it's
into the
okay.
house.
Okay, thank you.
Control.
So that one carries into the house. Bart saying, let's get rid of it.
Yep, yep, yep. Hij is heel langzaam, denk ik.
This one does feel
Bart.
slow for a control weight.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Als
That
Elsie.
is going to get it and takes it out. And yeah, that one did feel a bit on the slower side for a control weight takeout, but had the juice to do the job. Sits in the house. Now Kim's going to follow this one up with a takeout of her own.
Yep. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
This one
Push, push,
feeling
push,
a bit
go, go,
wide
go, go, go,
and
go, go,
unfortunately
go, go,
is
go.
just going to kiss it,
Okay.
but it has enough weight and enough tempo to push that one out. So
Maartje is op zich ervoor.
back to square one. Bart asking for draw out to the wing, but light will, as a guard, will also be okay.
Yep. Oké, alleen lengte. Alleen lengte. Oké. Ah. Hij is wel heavy. Oké.
This one on the heavier side. This will come into the house.
Zit.
Oops.
Zit. Nou ja, het blijft wel. Ah, kijk, mentaal spelletje.
Oh. Not quite sure why Kim stopped sweeping it there, but that one
Hey, Bart.
stayed in the house.
Ja, dat is iets dat je mij nog niet geleerd hebt. Hè? Dus ja, ik dacht echt dat het is. Ja. Ik dacht, ja, dat niet te ver vegen, dan kan ik er gemakkelijker aan.
Going for a hit here, trying to get that red one out of the house.
Oh, 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 curl, 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 curl. Curl, 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 curl.
Needing this one to curl,
Okay.
and it gets it. That one does the job, gets rid of it. Just had a sneaky peek over at sheet C, and the Cubs are sitting in a really good spot right now. But I believe Hammerstone from Team
Nice
2800 is underway.
Top 4 is mooi. Hij lijkt wat langzaam. Oké,
I think
Hessel als
this
je
one is a
kan.
little bit slow.
Hij lijkt hard. Hij lijkt hard.
This is not. This is plenty
Ja,
of
deze
weight to
blijft
get
ook
into
wel
the
soepel.
house. Now Kim is going to sweep this one all the way. Comes into the house, gets deep behind the tee line. Ooh, the Cubs are making it a game. They just stole 2, so they trail 6-5 going into end number 6, but they've clawed back from a 6-0 deficit. So good on them. Meanwhile, here we are all tied up. One lonely red stone sitting in the house. Mark given the task of removing said red stone.
Oh, 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 oh. Hij moet vallen, ik geloof niet in die curl.
Trying to get this one over. Gets it, but rolls out.
Oké. Ik ben er zo in.
So,
He's
yet
all
again,
in.
back to square one. Looking for a draw to the top of the 12-foot. Just maybe a biter, something out on the corner.
Dat is mooi. Maar. Make sure. Hij moet zeker in.
We need to make sure it's
Okay.
there.
Blijf kijken. Best boot.
Looks
Net bij.
plenty of room.
Hou maar, hou maar, hou maar.
Plenty of weight.
Op 4.
And that is going to come in and settle in nicely right where they wanted it.
Take out.
Little bit deeper. They'd like it a little bit higher so a takeout wouldn't leave something in the house, but beggars can't be choosers. Takeout coming from Danielle here.
Oh. Yep. Oh, 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 oh.
This one looking to be okay.
Nice shot.
It's the hit. A little roll over to the edge. Nice stone.
Control op zijn neus. Huh? Op zijn neus.
The Otters want the same. Hit on the nose from Hessel. Nice little pop. They need to get this one to stay in the house.
Yep. Hard.
Out to working the broom hard, wanting to hold the line, make sure that hits.
Hard Wouters.
It's going to hit. Will the shooter roll out?
Slijden we ietsje
Nope.
binnen op deze.
Thick enough that stays in.
Take out.
No. But right back to the takeout. Be a fairly straightforward hit from Danielle. Nothing too outrageous. Stay in control.
Yep. Oh, yep, clean, just clean. Only clean, just clean. No sweeping, just cleaning. Okay, perfect.
That one's going to hit. Slight little roll out to the outside. Another 4 out of 4 stone there.
10.
Now Hessel's turn, another hit. They want this one to kind of trickle a little bit further to the outside.
Nose. Push.
Hessel indicating it's a little bit on the wide side. Trying to push this one back in towards it. That is going to be on the slightly outside. It's exactly what Bart asked for. Great stone from Hetzel.
Vraag
We're
is
seeing
nu of ik die,
both teams
of
just
ik
kind
die
of
zou
keeping the
gaan
pressure on
blinken.
each other.
Voor
No
te vermijden
one,
dat ze gaan blinken, want zij willen blinken, hè.
no one breaking
Zij
just
willen blinken,
yet.
ze gaan niet. Dus ik kan ook zeggen, ik leg hem hier of zo.
Oh,
Hier,
sorry.
proberen, zou ik het proberen?
So Kim and Danielle talking about a freeze.
I'm sure they're gonna try to plank. They're gonna try to plank. They want to plank. They want to plank. But yeah, but if do I want them to plank or not? Yes. Okay, then I have to take out. Take out. Take out. Because then they have access. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Have a visitor from the other sheet coming out over here.
Oh boy. Yeah, but that's not my favorite turn. But inside, I don't know how much it's gonna. So I think I have to play the out turn. It's okay.
Right, going
Is
for
the
the
line
hit
good?
here. Obviously, Mark
goed
telling Kim that
opgeleid?
they think it's okay for the blank, for the Otters to play for the blank. So, which I kind of agree with. I agree with. Foxes get the blank or force the blank here.
Oh,
They could potentially have the hammer in the last end. That's going to be right there on the nose. Great stone from Kim. Exactly what she wanted to do.
Oké. Ja, je zou nu wel je risico kunnen nemen. Ik kan hem hier vriezen. Op zich is 1 niet pakken, niet een ramp. Ja,
So, gonna go for the freeze.
iets meer. Ik denk dat hij best wel heftig curlt namelijk.
Gonna go for the freeze on this one. To be honest, if they were playing for the blank, I think they would just take this out, roll it away, leave an open house,
Okay.
let
Ja,
Foxes
ik denk
do
freeze, dan
whatever,
heb je gewoon
and
twee.
then
Ja,
make the blank.
Oké,
But
nog maar iets minder. Ik denk dat hij namelijk best wel hard
But
gaat.
obviously going to go for the draw, try to freeze it up against that yellow stone so they can try to score 2.
Leid. Zeg maar als je kan. Alleen als je kan en leid hard. Oh, oh.
This one is heavy. Trying to get this to curl over. I don't know if that's going to have
Oh.
I don't think it has it. That one is going to end up biting the back of the house, but it is not shot. I think if you're... Foxes have 2 options here. If they want to draw, or if they want to force one,
Hij is gewoon te hard.
they need to just put something anywhere in the house. Yeah, looks like they're gonna play the takeout.
I need to get rid of the red one because it's not shot, but they take out the yellow one. Yeah.
I don't know about this,
Geen
but
idee of the ice. Ik ben nog aan het nadenken. Denk het wel.
now see, I don't like this call. I think I prefer a draw into the other side of the house, sit 2, force them to 1. You get the hammer, you don't give them the blank. Then again, a blank does work in their favor, so not maybe necessarily the worst decision, but Sweeper's working this one hard. They've got to make sure it gets it out. That's job number 1. That is going to get it and sits, and that's a pretty good stone there from Kim. Nice hit.
Oké.
Hetzelfde, ja, doe maar iets meer ijs. Ik denk gewoon de draw, hetzelfde paardje bijna. Ja, kan ook.
Ja.
Ja, doe maar.
Otters forced the one.
Ja.
Needs anywhere in the 8 foot. Even just biting the 8 foot is enough.
Oké.
Gonna play a draw here.
Ja, maar die heeft niet per se backing. Hetzelfde paardje. Ja, deze ook. Yes. Maar ik weet het. Komt goed. Gooi je gewoon.
Hammerstone here in the 6th. Bart drawing for 1. Against 2. Just needs to bite the 8 foot. Oh, is this too light? Is this too light? Are they going to get it there? Just gets it there. Good sweep from Hessel and Dagmar. Wouter coming in to help that out. Draw to the top of the 4 foot instead of a takeout. See, that's, I think, what I would have done, Ruben. It worked out because the shooter stayed. I just think it was a lot more of a risk to have that there. So it's not that my choice was any better than Kim's. I just think there's maybe less risk. So I think maybe there's a little bit better, but I don't think hers is a bad one. It did work out in the end. So they do force an Otters. But Foxes will need, I think, well, they need 2 in this end, or possibly more. 3 would be ideal to really put the pressure on the Otters in the last, because whatever Arctic Foxes scores here, Otters get the hammer in the last end. So they're going to want to put up, they're going to be aggressive, they're going to want to put up a big score. Dagmar starting things off for Den Otters. They lead Arctic Foxes 5-4 here as we start the 7th end. Just the classic center guard. This one coming in quite high. Will that get over onto the center line? It does. And actually got a lot deeper than I thought it would be. Good stone from Dagmar to start things off in this end. Kim asking for the corner guard. First stone of end number 7 for Lisbeth and the Arctic Foxes, wanting to make a corner guard here. Sweepers think it might be a little bit light. Kim coming out to help. We get the classic skip sweeping. We love it here on the channel. This one looking really nice. Might over curl a touch, but
Okay.
That's still a pretty nice corner guard there. Exactly what Kim wanted. Dagmar raring to go. No wasting no time.
Ja, alleen lengte. Hij lijkt zacht. Oké, hard dan. Oké. Push hem.
Wanting to make sure this one gets over the hog, but there's a spot over there that just kind of kills the momentum of the stone. It does get over the hog line, but just barely not on the line that they want. Kim coming back with a draw to get behind their corner guard. He's been putting a little bit more weight on this one. Sweeper's not on it yet.
Line is just fine. Feels heavy.
And this one, a touch on the heavy side, will carry past tee, and once it gets out that side of the house, the ice is not very well worn in, so it's just going to keep on sliding. And unfortunately, that one just drags through the house. Got some excitement going on over on sheet C. The parents are getting happy,
Yep, line.
happy claps.
Yep, line. Hard line. Hard. Hard line. Hard.
Trying to hold the line. This one's going to be easily around that guard. Now they just want this one to settle down.
Good face. Edges.
That's going to carry just to the back of the forefoot. Peeks out a little bit behind that guard, but you can't really fault that shot. As it's behind the tee line, Kim saying, let's draw around, try to get in on top of it, get something better. Pushing out with his first stone here at end number 7.
Ali, snelheid. Waar komt hem?
Line is good.
Go!
Just about weight, needing it to curl. Will that one be able to curl over? No, it's just kind of hanging out there. Just a little bit too much weight. Wouter with another shot, or his first shot at this line.
Yep.
Teams know where the line is. They just need to get the stone on it and with the right weight. This one looks plenty of room. Just about the length.
Push as much as you can.
Trying to push this one over, and that is a great stone. Perfect stone from Wouter, right on the pin. As you can see, can't do any better than that. Yep, Kim needing to keep this, get the center clean. Going for appeal here, asking Mark for appeal. Otters sitting pretty strong right now. Going to peel it off. Nicely done. Opens up the middle, gets rid of the guard. Rolls the shooter off to the side, and that's an important thing when you're trying to peel the guard. You want the shooter to roll away as well. You don't want it sitting around. You don't want to just replace the color of the stone that's sitting as a guard. So nice one there from Mark. Keeps it open. Bart making the easy decision to ask for just another center guard.
Okay, lijns uitgebreid. Okay. Wouter. Zegt heel veel curlen.
Needing to push this one over. Needs to curl.
Okay, maar. Oh.
Starting to move.
Sit. Jammer.
A little bit deep. Yeah, Bart not quite so happy with that one, as that opens up As we can see it here, actually, let's go with the, we'll go with this long shot. We'll come overhead. There is a possibility, hit this at the right angle. This can come back here, kicks over, catches the top, shoots out. This goes here, and this goes there. There is a triple possibility without having to do anything extremely difficult, but you have to have the weight for it. So Danielle getting her bearings set, getting some last minute advice from Mark. This is gonna need some weight to move these stones. Straight on the call. Oops, that's so we can see the shot at least. Yep, that's gonna peel off the top one, rolls the shooter off to the side, keeps it open. So that is what they really needed it to do. I mean, obviously they would have liked to have gotten something out the back. Yeah, she was calling for the double. Plan B was to take out that one on the top, and that's kind of what they need to do. They need to just force the Otters to throw guards and hope they miss, to leave an opening.
All the way. All the way. Hard push.
This one a little bit lighter, a little bit more outside. We'll be able to get that one to curl over. No, that one is settling in.
Okay.
And it's going to leave that center exposed. So now they can go for the double.
Well, yeah, or a little bit here, if I can take two.
Ooh, actually only calling for the one.
Maar hard genoeg, hè?
It was only calling for the one, but now for two. Calling for the sweep. This one's curling over a lot. But she gets both of them, and that is a fantastic stone from Danielle. She has nailed it. Perfect stone. Gets rid of both. Shooter rolls over into some rubble. Bit of a dagger there to the Otters' hopes of a steal. Curled over a little bit too much over the nose, but it hit everything and had the right weight. So great stone from Danielle. It's certainly highlight reel worthy. This is going to be a tough one for.
Ja, wil naar buiten toe meer.
They're going to try to shoot this gap, the Otters. Just kind of drag something. Oops, let's see if we can get the overhead view to see it. Yeah, so they'll want to bring it through that gap, maybe get a little bit of roll underneath. But first things first, get rid of that yellow will be the important part.
Okay, misschien een haartje minder.
Looking for smidge less ice.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
This one is going to shoot that gap, and is it going to get enough roll over underneath? Wow, what a follow-up. What a follow-up from Bart. Both these teams just throwing taking big swings at each other. Love to see it.
Ja, maar
There is a possibility of a double here, but it's got a lot of room to run. So we're going to try to run this one, hit here. That'll go out there. This will go there. We have good viewage of this from both sides,
Yeah,
either side.
I was thinking about this one.
Maybe the overhead. There we go.
But then I need to throw it hard enough that they split. And so it needs to be heavy, because that one needs to go over the house. Ja, I'm gonna look in de hek. Ga even in de hek gaan kijken. Even in de hek kijken.
Yeah, gotta. She wants to look at this one from the hack to see what she sees, and we can see it from here. This is basically what she's looking at. I don't think she needs to throw it as hard as she thinks she does, but she does need to make sure that it's.
Should I go for the run?
Oh, she's looking at peeling that one off, but I think that one you run the risk of jamming on the yellow.
But I need to nose hit it, no? Yeah, yeah. 9 seconds. 9 seconden! Ja, zo, wacht hè. Een beetje meer ijs. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna play the run back, which I like. They've got to be a bit aggressive on this.
Is it?
This one is a little bit on the outside, peels it off, so at least takes care of that. That's something. Exposes that back one, kind of forces the Otters to, well, the Otters have choices. They can try to draw in behind, keep things split.
Ik denk, nose, een klein beetje naar rechts.
All right, going for a hit. Going for a hit on this one, and then they want it to roll just a little bit over to the side.
Yep. Oh.
Line and weight looks okay. Trying to get him to curl it over a little bit. This is going to be on the nose. So gets the hit, gets what he wants to do.
Can I get 2?
Kim looking at how she can get 2 out. And I don't know if she can with that yellow one sitting in the back.
This one is going to jam on the back one. Yeah.
If she wants to go 2,
are they going to get out both of them?
My option is trying to play the thin double here so the shooter kicks off that. But that's going to be, that's so tricky. So they're going to want to hit this one here. And I think they want it to come over the top. Shoot that way. This one goes here. Or it's hit it here, catches it there. This goes there. But then I think the shooter jams on that one. So.
What do you think about it, guys?
Final stone here in end number 7. Mark holding it as best he can, really trying to put the hammer down with the sweep. Gets the hit. Something popped off the back of his broom. And that is going to, oh, that just carries out. I think Den Otters steal one there.
100?
Yep, that is one for Den Otters.
So, not a good try.
Kim, don't sell yourself short. That was a very good try. Just curled over a little bit too much. So, big steal of one for Den Otters, but not the disaster that Arctic Foxes thinks it might be, because they've got the hammer. They're only down by 2. The double, Ruben, was probably there, but there's a lot of risk on it. Yeah, and getting the line right for that ice was always going to be tricky. You don't throw a lot of takeouts from that far outside, so had some stuff up the middle. That was always going to be a tough one. She did a pretty good job of getting that stone to even move, and it just carried over a little bit too much. Dagmar starting things off for Den Otters here in end number 8. They lead at 6-4 over Arctic Foxes, but Arctic Foxes will have the hammer coming home. This one carries into the house, and Kim sweeps it through the back. Might be biting the back line. We look at from the overhead, biting the back line, but maybe biting the house. Not quite sure. I'm hearing parents getting happy, slapping tables, seeing high fives out there. Something good's going on with the Cubs. This one in heavy, that's going to come into the house. Settles down right on the tee line, so Bart's saying, let's get rid of it. And that's exactly what what the Otters need. They don't need to score. They just need to prevent 2 or more points being scored by the Foxes. So they're just going to clear out anything they can. Shooter rolls away. That's not any of their concern. This one stays in. Nice hit from Dagmar. Tim looking for a freeze.
Ah, wacht! Kan nog een keer een guard vragen. Yeah.
Yeah. No need to come into the house just yet. Still need guards, and with no takeouts being able to, the 5 rock rule still in effect. Or the free guard zone, or however you want to call it. They can still put guards up.
It's very wide. Hard. Come on.
This one is wide, but it is light.
Go.
Don't want to hog a stone right now. Did Mark and Danielle get it over? Just getting that over. That is a incredible, tough sweep from Mark. Yeah, Mark saying you owe me a drink afterwards.
Top af. Fuck. Ja, top af. Freeze.
Looking to freeze up on their own. You might as well put some pressure on the other team if you can. They don't really want to leave guards, so put stones in the house.
He's got, yep. Waar is hij? Okay. Peace. Line's okay.
Line looks pretty
Kleine
good. Weight
bounce is niet erg.
looks
Weet je,
weight
ga
looks
maar
all
dit.
right. Maybe a little bit of a bounce.
Okay.
Get some separation. Opting for a hit and roll. Maybe a simple draw would be better, but with that guard being so high, I don't think they really want to do that.
Yeah, 10.
All right, opting for the hit. 10-second takeout. So nothing too hard. Want to make sure it carries over the inside part of the nose so that the shooter will roll. Hopefully get behind cover.
Yep. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
Sweeper's working this hard. Kim yelling as hard as she can. Gets the hit. Now will that settle down?
Oh, sorry.
Gets rid of 2 and settles down in the house. Great stone from Mark.
Nice shot, Mark.
Peeks out the other side, but not really the biggest concern for the Foxes.
Yep. Oh. Nog maar.
Sweeper staying off of this one. This one's going to be just fine. Oh, that's going to jam on that red back there. Shooter goes away, and so does that one in the back. So
9-9.
little bit of an error there from Den Otters. Leaves the Foxes with an extra stone in the house. One less stone they have to try to promote and do something with. So, and sitting in a position that's not easy to get at. I mean, back of the house, you can get around the guard, but you don't really want to mess around with stuff behind the tee if you can help it.
Oh. Oh.
So Foxes need to get this one in the house behind the guard. This one's going to be wide.
Go.
Trying to curl this one over as
Green,
far as they
green,
can.
Yeah.
Make sure it gets
Okay.
into the
Yeah,
house.
okay.
And that one just settles down.
Lies, als hem de lengte...
Normal.
Weight was good enough, just a little bit wide. And so this is one that Hessel is just going to knock out of the house.
Push.
Ooh, asking to push it, so it is a little bit wide. Nope, that is going to catch it, but the shooter rolls away.
Nee, niet zoveel.
Nog eens.
So Danielle's chance to throw the draw here needs to get buried behind this guard.
Nog eens.
Den Otters not been punishing Foxes for their mistakes in this end. Sure, they got rid of the stone, but they didn't get their shooter to stay in place.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
This one is starting to curl straight out of her hand. I think this one's gone. It's too light as well.
Oh. Tap the yellow one. Tap it.
That is going to tap on the yellow. Well, yeah, that one, it's a guard. Not quite what they wanted, though.
Zie je hem? Okay.
Yeah, Hessel's saying, hey, let's go for this. We've got the guards. It's behind the guards, but there's so much room. Those guards are so high. They're almost like they're not there. So should be able to throw hack weight at this. Even maybe board weight.
Okay. Dagmar. Dagmar.
This is wide of the guards.
Hard, all the way.
Will this
Blijf
curl
gaan.
over?
Je hebt hem misschien nog.
Trying to get it to curl, and it just will tick it, but not get it out.
Ja, Hessel moest hem iets wegduwen. Want
That is
Nog iets!
harder than it looks. You got to get it so close, and that one just didn't have enough. It had a little too much juice, rolled off to this, or stayed straight, wasn't able to curl it. So another shot at a draw here from Danielle. That's very wide. I think as comes into the house, even feels a little bit heavy. That's going to be past the tee. That's easily going to go through.
ja, dat dacht ik ook aan. Ik denk, kan wel.
Ja,
Als
that's
het twee
a
wissels zijn, dan ook weer vriezen.
Big mistake from Danielle there,
Dan
not
hebben ze
getting that stone in the
uiteindelijk
house.
7-2. Ik denk dat ik het gewoon probeer uit te tappen. En als ik daar blijf liggen, is het best wel zoiets met hackweight. Ik ga even vanuit het hek kijken. Ik denk dat.
They're going to come from up the middle, go with the hack weight. He
Okay.
wants to tap that yellow one out. The longer it sticks around, the more likelihood of the Arctic Foxes scoring multiples. But
Heck,
yeah, Arctic Foxes kind of shooting themselves in the foot by not being able to get those draws in behind those guards.
Ja. Ik denk, ik heb een beetje gaat. Ja. Geen haartje minder.
Got a little bit less ice on this one. Going for the hack weight hit. Wanting to draw over, get over on top of that shot stone, get it out of the house.
Push, push.
Needing this one to curl over. I think this one's going to be just fine. Now, will it settle down in the house? It does. That's going to sit there. That's a beautiful shot. So now the problem is the Foxes have to deal with that. All right, Kim opting leave it alone. Needing to get a draw in behind the guards. It needs to be, I think it needs to be shot. It needs to be, you can see it here, that one in the back, just middle 12 foot. Needs to just bite.
Less, but they were so much outside. I don't have any idea. So, but if I'm looking at yours, they didn't curl as much. I think.
Hey, Bina, just in time for the last few stones here in end number 8. Easy decision for pick your team. The Foxes are behind. Kim with her first stone here in the last end. Trying to make a draw in behind these really high guards. Sweeper staying off it. Plenty of room behind the guards, but is that going to have enough to get buried and be shot? Looks like it's going to be okay. It might even be too much. Is that going to over curl? Maybe they should have held on to the sweep. No, that's going to just trickle through. Stays in the back. Are they? Don't shake. Nope. They are shaking hands. Okay.
Ja, nee, jammer
So-
van die laatste.
Let me find. So
Ja. En nu heb ik mijn strikje niet
They had a
kunnen aandoen,
try.
dus ja, ik had.
So, wait, did they shake hands? Why didn't it shake hands? It says final. Okay, we'll just go to stones. There we go. So, Arctic Foxes drop a tight one to Den Otters. Den Otters with the really strong final end there, able to take advantage of. And yeah, Bana, they didn't want you to watch the whole thing. They just said, no, that's it. 2 stones, that's enough for you. If you're not on time, then you're late. But good job from Den Otters. That's their second win of the afternoon. No, sorry, they lost earlier today. They lost earlier, so they're going to come out of here 1-1. All right, we'll jump back into the booth to say goodbye once I find all my buttons. There we go. Nope. There we go. So, good job from Den Otters. Yeah, I took Arctic Foxes. I was really hoping Mark would, put some pressure on there, do some things. He did a lot of good stuff. Really close. We're getting some exciting parents cheering and happy stuff. So, a little quick. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back out to the ice. We're going to do a little quick peek on what's going on Sheet C. Let's do the near camera. There we go. Because we can look at the scoreboard. You can see the Cubs, too. They're yellow. Team 2800, Team Red. 2800 started out strong, 6-0. But the Cubs have fought back. They have scored 3, then 3 state steals. And let's see what they're doing here. They've got... they're lying 2. And I believe there's 2. Red has 2 stones, so 2800 has 2 stones left. They need to get something in the house, and it's going to be very difficult for that. Maro, thank you. Thank you for joining. Thanks to everybody who joined in and took part in the poll, chatted. We had a new subscriber. New member join. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I love doing this, even though I'm solo and it's not as. Whenever I watch these back, I always feel like, this isn't as interesting when Pim's here. But I hope you guys enjoy yourself. Hope the curling's been great tonight. These 2 teams have been right on par with each other. Great finish from Den Otters. 2800 trying to figure out what they're doing here. Getting a little bonus coverage. They are in trouble. They might be looking at some weird things to do here, and what I see, just from what I can see on this, on my pass with, I've got my thinking glasses on, so I don't get to see as far, but from what I see on this, they really need to come in and get something at least there. Try to freeze it in. Hopefully the kids don't do anything on top of it, and then they can try to score a second, but it's down to execution here. So now, Bina, if you're rooting on this match, you have to root against the kids. How does that make you feel? You're hoping that these grown men beat up on these little children. We're going to get something here soon. They're taking a lot of time on this shot. So this match here, there's a little bonus coverage going on from Sheet C. It's Cubs 2. It's our new junior team, the second junior team, playing against Team 2800. This is their first match. They started out a little bit slow, but they have been fighting back. They now lead it 7-6. And they've got 3 stones left in this end. This is, 2 skip stones from Red. This one's looking all right. That's going to get around. But will that be too hard? And it's going to just chip, but not do enough. Rolls out the back. Thank you, Kim. That is, now there's, it's at the very least, the kids are going to tie, but I really don't think that's going to be possible. I mean, now technically, technically, since there's the 2 red stones, they could conceivably still score 3, but with 1 stone left, that's virtually impossible. So the best that the kids could do is put up a guard right here, block it off anywhere up in this area, anywhere here. That would be ideal, and then that would basically take it away and be very difficult for red to get rid of anything. Let's see if they're ready to shoot. I'm just going to do the long angle on this. Doing these angled shots is a little bit more difficult. So final stone for Cubs 2. Already sitting 2 with the lead by 1 over 2,800. They can just shut things down here with a nice guard in the middle. That's all they're going to do. Sweepers working this one, trying to make sure that gets across the hog and sits down. It might over curl. Oh, that looks like it's over curled, so that gap is still there. The gap is still there. So 2,800 has a chance to tie this game. They've got to do, basically they just have to throw the same stone they did, but now they no longer have the backing. You can see this one. Oh, she's going to stand just in the corner. This here is shot. There's another one right here. There you go. You see it. So they don't have the backing like they did before. But if 2,800 can get this one to come around anywhere in the 4-foot, they will tie this match. Pressure's on. Hammerstone underway here in end number 8. Sweeper staying off. It looks like it's got a decent weight. Is it going to be in the 4-foot? Is it going to be around? Oh no, it's wide, and that's going to chip on the red, and that is going to do it. The kids are going to steal 2, and they are going to win 9-6. Good job for Cubs 2. I believe this is their first ever competitive match, and that is a big win for them. They're looking to be really strong in League E. I think they've been doing a lot of training, and a well-deserved victory there for Cubs 2. All right, we will jump back here into the booth. You get to guys see me, and I will say goodbye. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in, for all of the support, the chatting, the likes, the reactions, the membership. That's fantastic. Again, thank you so much. We will be posting like the next 4s. Match weekend is in 3 weeks, I believe. I'll have to check the schedule again, but I do believe we have some doubles matches coming up, I believe next weekend or maybe the weekend after. So watch our socials for all of the schedule information to pop up. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. Make sure you ring the bell so you get notified whenever we're going live. Thank you so much. We are going to call it a night. It's a good Sunday evening, good time to call it a night, and thank you once again. Goodbye.